What is going on, Lucid fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk to you about why right now is an amazing time to buy into Lucid, especially considering I'm going to be talking to you about a lot of Easter eggs that they have been leaving us. Again, even more reasons why we need to buy and what that ultimately means for us as investors. But before I get into any of that, you guys know the deal. Smash the thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Greatly appreciate that. If you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom screen. Greatly appreciate that. With that, let's get right to it. So I'm sure a lot of us are already aware Lucid has taken quite the dip, largely because of this. So the Feds are making a rate decision tomorrow. The forecast is currently 0.25. Hopefully they do maintain that. There is a large anticipation that they're going to be doing that. A lot of articles as well saying that the Feds are not going to be increasing the interest rates this week, but there is always that risk of them doing so. But I strongly do anticipate them not doing that, as I've been saying over the last couple of videos. And once that does come out that they are going to be maintaining that 0.25 interest rate, Lucid and all other growth stocks that have been getting hit for the last several weeks for quite some time is going to go on a massive rally. So this is why this alone on the short term is a huge reason why you need to buy, especially because of that news. And that aside, even if hypothetically they do increase the interest rates, that does only affect growth stocks that are very heavily reliant on debt. And as of right now, I'm sure a lot of you are already aware, Lucid has give or take around $7 billion in cash and cash equivalents. So they have more than enough cash for all of their growth that they want to do. So that's just on a side note. I do want to talk on a lot of Easter eggs that they have been alluding to. So they have talked about deliveries for quite some time. So we all know 20,000 is estimated for 2022, 50,000 for 2023 and so forth. But this does easily outline this, and this came out in November. So again, keep that in mind. I'm going to piece it all together. So you can see 20,000, 50,000, or 49,000 per se. This is when the Gravity is coming out. They're anticipating 12,000 from the Gravity. Look at that growth. So it goes from 12,000 to 49,000 from 23 to 24, just the Gravity alone. So that is one aspect I personally am very excited for. And I've been saying for quite some time that I do anticipate them moving Gravity up, especially considering they are anticipating 12,000 Gravities to be included in 2023. And at the end of the day, based on their quarterly results, they do say that they are going to be starting production at the tail end of 2023. So just the fact that they did disclose this is again another Easter egg that they are anticipating the Gravity to be moved up. And like I've been saying for quite some time, looking at a lot of Bears Workshop, their flyovers, so you can see this is phase 2, what they're currently doing. But these plots right here, where they've already started to put cement pillars and so forth, this is what we are looking for. This is what the Gravity is going to be produced in these plots right here. So they are already starting this early. So again, one of those things that I do anticipate them bumping Gravity up. So another reason why you need to buy, because Lucid is a smoking gun. It's one of those companies that a lot of people are going to be wishing that they bought at these levels. So you can see it's the huge growth on the Gravity alone, but that's not ideally what I want to talk about. That's a huge reason why you need to buy, because I do anticipate them moving the Gravity up. But that isn't what I want to talk about in this video. What I want to talk about is this, the future models in 2025. So you can see hypothetically, they are anticipating 8,000 to be produced in 2025 and 75 in 2026. So when I talk about huge growth going from 2023 to 2024 on the Gravity, that is absolutely nothing compared to this future model. And so this is where Easter eggs are coming into play. So this came out, like I said, in November of 2021. What is exactly 4 years from that date? There obviously is this. So they've already said about a $25,000 vehicle to be produced in 4 years. So they have been alluding to this for quite some time, and I do strongly feel that this is all part of their master plan, and that they actually did know this the whole time, that they're going to be producing a $25,000 vehicle for quite some time. And I did bring up this article previously as well. So it talks about a $25,000 car plan. This ultimately was brought up technically in April of 2021. Again, it started to get a little bit of amendment, got resurged in September. But what this ultimately is talking about is saying that it can be done in 9 years. 4 years if there is a partnership. So I've used this article in the past to talk about a potential Apple partnership. So even more Easter eggs, because technically, again, if you piece all this together, in September or April, obviously, like I already said, got researched in September, was saying 9 years. So they can do a $25,000 vehicle in 9 years, and then 4 years if they have a partnership. And again, December 13th, they say 4 years. So this is definitely something anticipated for their upcoming earnings. Hopefully they do allude to this, but regardless of all that, they are giving us a lot of Easter eggs. And so 4 years, hypothetically, going back to this, look at that growth, whatever their future model is, which I do anticipate it being a $25,000 vehicle. And there's been a lot of things floating around, not necessarily surrounding about this future vehicle, but more so about this picture. Obviously, you see Peter talking about this, started to lift the tarp from this vehicle, got stopped about this, and so there is again those rumors about a supercar, about roadster, things like that all floating around. So there is a lot of hype when it comes to this, and again, going back to this, it could be that. I do anticipate this, what they're referring to as far as a future model, being the $25,000 vehicle. And keep in mind, around this time period, 2026 or whatever it might be, this is where they should be starting at least autonomous driving, or at least starting to get a little bit more advancements in that on their vehicles. So again, when it comes down to it, I've already listed probably about 10 reasons why you definitely need to buy into Lucid. It is a very long-term investment, and even looking at this, massive growth potential on this alone. Again, they have not let us down as far as investors, so there's no reason to doubt that they can do all of this. Again, I'm very excited for the Gravity. I personally think that alone, by this time period, by the end of 2023, that we are easily at 200 plus as far as the stock price, because like I said, there is so many different catalysts to buy on. It is absolutely insane. So the fact that you can actually buy Lucid this cheap is absolutely crazy, considering the huge amount of growth. And this isn't the first time that Peter's always alluded to Easter eggs and giving us Easter eggs as far as investors. Keeps us on our toes. I personally really like it, and it is nice to kind of do a little bit of due diligence and kind of piece it all together. But regardless of that, I am very excited for the Gravity, very excited for the potential $25,000 vehicle as well. Let me know in the comments below what you would actually name that $25,000 vehicle. I did do a live stream and someone asked me about that, and that actually stumped me. I have no idea what I would call it. So let me know in the comments below what you would call this $25,000 vehicle. So with all that, let me know your thoughts on Lucid in general in the comments below as well. If you haven't already, smash the thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. I greatly appreciate that. If you do like my channel and want to support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom screen. Greatly appreciate that. With that, let's all make a lot of money on Lucid.